れがレクイエム。
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show back with another video, and today we on some more anime stuff again with Xenoverse, and pretty much a lot of I want to particularly talk about Xenoverse in general now. Of course I made many videos talking about Xenoverse. I just used to do like I guess let's play or how to or whatever. I used to do a lot of different videos on Xenoverse too. But the game is very old now. It's pretty much past its prime. I think, honestly, I think anything that'll bring me back to the game, it'll be a PS5 version of Xenoverse 2. Now I know literally no one is asking for a PS5 version of Xenoverse 2, considering we're literally asking for a Xenoverse 3 for so long. So many videos, so many people have been asking for Xenoverse 3, and we just have been ignored. Honestly, they will not give us a Xenoverse 3. It is what it is, I guess. I heard a while back that it was confirmed to be coming out, but you know, there's no information out on it at all. But with that being said, though, I feel like the majority of people want a Xenoverse 3, right? But the people that are actually playing Xenoverse 2 at the moment may want a PS5 version. Me in particular, I would actually not mind a PS5 version, and here's why. Xenoverse is such an interesting system. The gameplay itself is not bad to me. I really love the gameplay. I don't really like some of the things that they do. Like, for instance, they kind of nerf stuff like it's an MMO or it's a like Fortnite, they nerf guns or Warzone or whatever, nerf guns. They kind of nerf characters like that. Like back in the day, the Namekians used to be very powerful. They used to be kind of a little bit OP. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. They used to be a little bit OP. But they just nerfed them, and they nerfed them years ago and just never gave them any love back to my knowledge. I haven't been playing the game in the recent, maybe like couple of months. So I don't really know if they've nerfed or buffed the Namekians, but I really used to miss Giant form. You can have a decent Namekian, like with high defense, high health and stuff, but I always was a big fan of Giant form. Like, what's the point of making a transformation that you feel like you might have messed up on and then nerfing it so bad that nobody wants to use anymore? I love Giant form. I feel like Giant form could have been really interesting aspect of Xenoverse 2. It's one of my favorite transformations. It's so honestly trash. I don't think it plays that great, but I love the form. You know, I love to be able to go giant on the character or whatever. It's such a big, like, fun thing for me, I guess. But a reason why I say that we might need a PS5 version is because not that the loading times are bad, but if you've seen pretty much any PS5 upgrade like Final Fantasy Integrate and, you know, all of them games that get upgraded to PS5, the loading times are insane. I don't actually remember what the loading times felt like for Xenoverse 2. You know, as me saying I haven't played in a couple of months. I don't actually remember what the loading times is, but I know they're actually a good amount of time, like at least for some modern games. Now imagine how I can queue up into a parallel quest and just kind of instantly be in it. It would actually be so much smoother, so much faster if we can get a PS5 version of Xenoverse 2. Like the combat, the 1v1 combat, I think it goes up to 60 FPS. I could have sworn somebody told me it went up to 120 FPS. I'm not sure, but I know it actually looks way smoother when you one-on-one fight, and that is absolutely fantastic. I love that it just looks different. If you play that portion of the game, you're like, this just feels completely different from anything we've ever played as far as a Dragon Ball Z game, because I don't think no Dragon Ball Z game has been 60 FPS. And you know, the thing is though is Kakarot, I don't believe it has a PS5 version. That would be a very great PS5 game as far as getting Kakarot. And I don't know, because I feel like if they do it with Xenoverse, it'll be a cash grab. Like, they'll make you pay like the game over again just to get the 60 FPS and faster loading and, you know, and all of that. But I feel like maybe offer it as a free upgrade. I mean, if you're gonna be doing like these free DLCs and the paid DLCs, you're gonna come out with all these DLCs or whatever, then make it so that the PS5 version is a free update. You know, instead of bringing like stuff in the actual free update with the paid DLC, make the PS5 version free. You know, but not make us pay for every DLC in the game. Which, if I don't know at this time if you buy all the DLCs, because I have a person that I play with, he keeps up with all the DLCs. He doesn't play it like as frequently, but he, like, every time DLC comes out, he just buys it so he can actually play it and test it out and try it. But I don't really put the DLCs on the channel because they're kind of short. Honestly, they're kind of short. Some of them are good. Some of them are very challenging, which I like. Don't get me wrong, I really am a fan of. But You know, I feel like with the fake MMO vibes that Xenoverse 2 gives off, it should be dropping expansions and not DLCs. Like, expansions are basically like packs of DLC all packed together to create basically a half of a new game, if that makes any sense. But I feel like, yeah, Xenoverse 2 is a good game. It's a great game, actually. I had a lot of fun playing it. I put a lot of hours into it. Personally, I've lost my data for it when I moved to the PS5. I have some of the data, but it's like really old, so I lost like some of the newer stuff like Super Saiyan God and things. And I really love that they actually updated it to include Super Saiyan God and all of that, and that's really cool. I really love that they did that. But imagine if we had a Xenoverse 3 with all that transformations, newer transformations, a newer content city. I'm not gonna get into that again. I've talked about that way too much. But we definitely need a 65 PS update. Yes, I know I say 65 PS. I was just joking, but I'm talking about, you know, 60 frames per second for PS5, obviously. But you know, I feel like, and I do mean Xbox. I do mean Xbox. I know it's on both systems. When I say PS5, I don't really want to exclude, you know, Xbox too, because Xbox is, I don't know if they might actually have a upgrade already. I know they have like a little system where they can basically upgrade a game, even though it don't really support 60 FPS. From what I, you know, have heard. I have both systems, so I'm not really tripping on, you know, which gets the upgrade. I might have to go check that out and see if they have the Xbox X enhanced. I don't have the Xbox X though, so if it do, I can't get that. But with that being said, guys, we're pretty much gonna end the video here. Let me know if you guys feel like we deserve another Xenoverse game, or do we deserve at least a bare minimum PS5 upgrade or Xbox Series X upgrade to the current game we got, to have that faster loading, so, you know, we can play it a little bit faster, everything can be a little bit smoother, 60 frames in all types of combat besides 1v1. That would look absolutely insane. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys next video. I'm out.